Hello, I'm Malcolm Cox, and this is another edition of What We Are Reading, part 4 in fact. And what I'm reading at the moment is this very interesting book, The Power of One by Tim Roberts. A book about Christian unity, and I'm reading it partly because I'm preaching and teaching on John 17 soon, and that whole theme is very strong there. So I wonder what you thought about something that Tim talks about in his book, where he discusses what unity isn't as much as what unity is. And he has a section here on predictability. Let me read you a part from the book and see what you think. He writes, "The believer's world runs according to the commands of God, not just the laws of nature, which he himself defines. Our lives are defined by God's consistency of nature, his love and faithfulness, not his predictability. His consistency of nature is predictable, but in his actions and the way that he operates in this world and even in his church, he is certainly not predictable." When you think about the lives of the first century Christians, their lives were very unpredictable. Once they became believers and followed the way, they were liable to be imprisoned, beaten, flogged, even killed. Even within church services, there were moments of unpredictability. When Ananias and Sapphira lie, Peter tells them that they've lied not just to human beings but to God. And when Ananias heard this, Acts 5 verse 5, he fell down and died. And great fear seized all who heard what had happened. And I'm not surprised. Eutychus dies in Acts 20 verse 9, falls out of a window and dies, and then is healed and resurrected, brought back to life by Paul. That's not exactly a predictable thing that anybody planned at the beginning of that church service. I'm not talking about the unpredictability caused by sin, as in Corinth, when we find that Christians are getting drunk at church. I expect that provoked some unpredictable behavior, but not the kind of unpredictability that comes from God. So my thought is this: are our church services too predictable? Are our Christian lives too predictable? Are the way we've scheduled and planned our church meetings and events too predictable? I mean, I speak here as one who plans worship services for a living. So I've got to think about this and wrestle with this, especially because we're starting a new ministry in West Watford in January, and we're thinking about these things. How do we organize ourselves in such a way that it doesn't limit God, but it provides some sense of we know what's happening in a healthy way, but not to try and get rid of the unpredictability that is part of the way that God operates. Interesting thoughts, eh? What do you think? What do you think about how we allow God to be unpredictable? I'd love your thoughts. If you could email me, please do so, mccx@mac.com, or you can leave a message wherever you hear or see this recording. And let me know what your thoughts are on predictability and the Christian life. Until the next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless.